Welcome to Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. My name's Ian, and today we're rolling through the realms with another Rolling Realms tutorial, this time for Origin Story. Let's get down to the table and see how it plays. Alright, we are all set up here for Origin Story. So in Origin Story, you are going to write a number on a card. You must pay a resource to define its suit. So I am going to give myself a couple of resources here to start the game, just to show you that you would need resources from something else in order to play this game. Okay, so you need to pay a resource to get the suit, and you would define what suit it is, and then you're going to get resources back. So once I get going, I'm going to get some resources going. Okay, you gain the resources below the card. So you're going to write a number on here, and you're going to cross off which resource you're spending to define what suit it is, and then you're going to get the resources down here. You're going to win the matchup if the card is the same suit and has a higher number than the card to its left. So like this is a one of love. So a one of heart. And heart trumps all of the other suits. So you've got your coin, your pumpkin, and your heart. So heart kind of representing love like in Origin Story. And so that trumps everything else. So let's get rolling and see how to play. All right, 2 and a 3. So I'm going to use one of those, and I can use it on any card I want. I gave myself some resources, like I said, just so that I had some starting resources, so I had kind of a chance at doing anything. In fact, actually, let's just mark that down to one resource of each, because I'll be gaining some resources, and we'll kind of see how we go. So over here, I've got a 2 of coin, so I could do a 3. And I could use my coin here to define it as a coin, and I would win that. I would get 2 pumpkins back. Down here, I could do a 3 of heart, which I think I might do because heart trumps everything else. So trick taking game, you have a trump suit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 3, I'm going to write it here. I'm going to define this, and I'm going to cross those off so you can see the heart. So I like to cross off the 2 that it's not being used. And then I'm going to use it as a heart. Heart trumps everything, so I have won this. The way you score is if you get 1, 3, or 6, you get 1, 3, or 6 stars for winning 3, 6, or 9 matchups. That is the hero side of Origin Story. The villain side of Origin Story is if you declare yourself a villain for a round, you're going to you don't want tricks. So if you get no tricks out of a minimum of 6, you will get 4 points. But you can only get 4 points. So that's how that works. And then I collect my heart and my coin. So I spent a heart, but I got one back. Okay, then I get a 2 and a 4. This realm should be pretty easy to hopefully understand after a few rounds. I will still go through all 9 rounds. So I've got a 4 here. So I could take a 4, and I've got a 3 of coin here. So I think we're going to use a coin, and we're going to make this 4 a coin. So in this case, I have trumped it with or I haven't trumped it, I've made a higher number of the same suit. So coin, I used coin. And because I did that, I will get a pumpkin and a heart back. Okay. And a 1 and a 6. Oh, that 6 is good. I am going to actually use this 6 to make it a heart because I have to in order to win this. So if you notice, this is a 6 with a pumpkin. The only way you can win this, because you have to have a higher number or a jump, is to get... Oh, I can actually win that with something else. So I'm not going to do that. I can win that with a 1. That's right. I can win that with a 1 heart. But I have this 5 heart here. So I'm going to use a heart here to make this a 6 heart. I get 2 coins for that because I get 2 coins for that, and I won. So I've won all of these. I can actually win this one with a 1 heart. So we'll see. Oh, and look at that. We're going to do that right now. We're going to declare this a heart, and we're going to make this a 1. So because this is a pumpkin, a 1 heart will actually trump that because heart trumps everything. So I win that. I automatically get the 2 resources. So the resources you gain when you put a number there. Okay, so you're automatically going to get those resources. It's whether or not you win or lose is if you actually win the hand. Okay, now 2 and a 6. I got another 5 over here. I wouldn't mind using that 6, so I think I'm going to use that 6 here. I'm going to use a pumpkin to declare it a pumpkin. So I get a heart and a coin back, and I won that one. Okay, so what do I got? I got a heart, a coin, and a coin. So 4 and 5. Okay, this is a 4 coin, so let's make this a 5. And we'll use a coin, and I get a pumpkin and a heart. So I win that one. Like I said, this should be a hopefully pretty easy one to win all 9 with a single realm. Snake eyes. All right, well, we are going to... Okay, so this is where it's going to get tricky. I just said it should be pretty easy, but it's not going to be easy. So I'm going to make this a heart, and I'm going to put a 1 here. That makes it a heart. That does trump the 2 coin. So I do win that, and I do get 2 pumpkins. So maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it's not going to be too, because if I get low numbers here, I am not going to be able to trump this 4 heart. I need a big number. I did not think about that. I need a big number. Ooh, a 3 and a 4 is not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use 3 pumpkins to make this 4 of 5. And I'm going to declare it a heart. So we're going to declare this a heart. We've made it a 5 with the pumpkins. And I get a coin and a pumpkin left. I got 9. A 1 and a 3. Woo. I've got a heart. I can make this 3 a heart. And that does win that. So I get my pumpkin and my coin. So that does win that. So there is how you play Origin Story. So I did win every trick, so I'm going to get all 9 stars. But while I am doing this, let me erase this real quickly and let me reset. And I'm going to show a secondary play of this with trying to lose all of the suits, I think. Nah, I think I'm just going to go back up. All right, everybody. Well, there was how to play the Origin Story realm for Rolling Realms. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about this realm. I think it is done very cleverly. Obviously, with having a single realm, it was pretty easy to get all 9. If you lose a couple early, then you might need to go for that. I'm going to get none of them, but you can only get 4 stars from that. So maybe you're going to try and maximize your other realms when you play with this one. This is very resource friendly because when you put a number down, you do get the resources. So you might be like, you know what? I just need the resources. I'm going to use this one as a resource card. So there you have it. There is Origin Story Rolling Realms tutorial realm. Let me know what you think about the realm. Let me know if you've played it. Let me know what you think about Rolling Realms. Once again, this has been Where There's Wheels, There's Play. My name's Ian, and I'll see you next time at the table.